Is Catholic like Jewish?
No.
Hold on. No, wait. 142, baby. I'm wearing the camo pants, bro.
You are
And
wearing
I've
the
been
camo
bullied
pants.
for them before.
Yep.
I've been bullied for them before, and I'm back.
Yep.
And you know why?
Why?
Because I actually have these boot cut jeans, and I threw them out
Okay.
because I didn't like the way they sat. But these, a lot of people have been bullying me about my apparel because they got paint on them. Who was in here that said made fun of these?
Chris Jansen was, yeah.
Yeah. But I saw a video of Kane Brown, and he was wearing these exact jeans. Shout out Kane Brown.
Thank you, Kane.
And Kane Brown, let me say, is mixed. Kane Brown is the kind of guy that if he said you had a nice fit,
Yeah.
day made.
Yeah.
And I'll leave it at that.
I think it's good that someone like yourself can
Yeah.
see yourself represented in culture the way that Kane
Same-
Brown
we're kind of the
represents
same
you.
guy.
That's
Yeah,
really cool.
Yeah. Same stylist.
Yeah.
Actually, probably not. And I got this shirt from Robert's Western World,
Swag,
which is the best bar on Broadway.
love.
Let me think if that's the best bar on Broadway. Yeah. They got
Simple.
yeah.
Got it.
Let me think. What do you go in your top
I
three?
think it depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah,
dude.
there's a lot of different.
What are you trying to do?
What are you trying to get into? Who are you trying to meet? If you're going out, you go into the show. You go into a show at the Ryman with your parents. You want to drop in somewhere.
Yep.
Bachelor party. Buddies from out of town.
Yep.
Buddies and wives. Yeah, it's a different.
Different bars.
Let me think where I go. I'd go to Miranda's for dinner.
Nice.
Because that's a good, you're down there
Okay.
experience. And this is not an ad. This is not a paid ad.
No, it's not.
Robert's Western World is an unbelievable fried bologna sandwich
I still haven't had one.
and the best entertainment in the game. Robert's Western World. Shout out. And shout out to the listeners, by the way. Look, this is our first.
Big update.
It's not our first, but what did we task everyone with?
This is our
with
first
saying?
since we've asked for it. So
And what did we ask?
We asked for
Decor.
decor for the shelves.
Yeah.
So the rules
We
were
said it last week.
something that fits on the shelves.
Yep.
So like a 12 by 12, something that can sit on the shelves, something that ties into the brand
Yep.
of Net Positive.
An inside joke of any sort.
Yep.
That you know about, and one of our people say it to me on the road all the time. Your girl's conservative.
Yep.
And lemons for $1.
Yeah.
And
Do what you want when you poppin'.
Yeah, do what you want when you pop. It's a classic. A lot of people come to the show with a lot of quotes from the pod.
Do what you want when you poppin' is so funny.
Get lemons for $1. Yeah, do what
It's
you
a
want when you
future
poppin',
bar.
dude. Yeah, is it?
Yeah, bro.
Do what you want when you pop,
Yeah,
bro.
that's a future bar.
And I said I was such in a state of gratitude that I go, dude. I was at the store. The world was burning down.
Right.
I was like, a lemon is $1.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yep. And now every time we come in here,
Yeah.
we'll have lemons on the shelves. Thank
Yeah.
you to an anonymous.
Yep.
Yeah,
An anonymous viewer sent it
And
in,
we'll
so
be happy
thank you.
if you make the shelf, we'll be happy to credit you.
Yeah, let us
Who
know.
made these shoes? I forgot.
You commissioned somebody to get them.
Yeah, nobody didn't send them in, but I made so we get a credit.
I don't know
that
who
guy.
it was, but let's find out. Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah, so now we have lemons for $1 on the shelves every episode, and your stuff can be there too, so send it in.
And let me just say this, and I've sent them to you. We've got some art that is not going to make the shelf. Is that the best way to say that?
Yes. Can we be more clear, just to be fair, on what we're looking for?
Well,
It needs to tie into Net Positive culture somehow.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean
it has
it's
to be
just
good. It has to be cool.
That doesn't just mean that it's brand colors.
Yeah.
It has to.
I got a Funko Pop. A
Yes.
John Crist Funko Pop. That's going on.
That's
there.
going on the shelf.
Yeah,
We're
that's
supposed to
yeah.
open it live on air, guys. We got to keep. We got to.
Well, somebody
Well,
sent
we
it to
didn't
me.
know
It's
that
not
this
from
is
anybody.
that's what
Yeah,
this
yeah.
was. Yeah.
We've gotten a couple.
You thought I ordered the lemons.
Yeah,
because
we
I
got the
ordered a
lemons
bunch of this
here.
decor
We got the
stuff
lemons.
All right,
recently.
so you're gonna save them.
We're gonna save them.
We'll open next
What
time.
if it's
We'll
bad?
know.
Dude, what if it's bad?
Then
Then we'll cut
then
it.
it's bad, and it is what it is.
We'll cut it out.
No, we're not cutting it out. If it's bad, it's bad.
All right, we're
Yeah.
gonna hurt your feelings.
Because we're just gonna vote on it every time.
Trump said, yeah, I signed an order. We can't.
That's what he said.
Dang,
that.
dude.
Yeah,
He
he
said
said
this?
all decisions on pod are final.
Yeah.
We
Too
can't
bad.
cut anything out of episodes.
Nope,
anymore?
can't.
Nope. Say
Can't.
they can't.
Here we
Yes,
are.
I can.
Unedited. Wow, dude. Trump is. Let me say this about Trump. Okay.
I'll get out of the way here. Go ahead.
No. This is.
I'm gonna head to the bathroom real quick. You guys go ahead.
Okay, and I'll just say, and I have some people listening that are going to think this is about them, and it's not about them. I assure you.
Good caveat.
I compare what's going on in politics to a situation that I've struggled with for years with my graphic designers.
Okay.
That I go, hey, we need take this and edit this onto it, put the tour dates onto it, make sure, and it a week later.
Mm-hmm.
And then one time I go, it would be really sick, but we need this in 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And they had it.
Yeah.
And I go, I knew it. I knew y'all, you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
Knew y'all could do it.
Yeah.
And I knew it didn't take this long.
Yeah.
Either, I'm not saying y'all are being lazy.
Right.
And I've had a bunch of graphic designers, and it's not the two that listen to this podcast. It's not them.
Okay.
It's somebody it's absolve yourself.
Sure.
But it's a lot of that going on.
Mm-hmm.
That because he's like, I mean, whatever you think, there's things happening.
Yeah.
On day one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I go,
You're talking about politics now, not graphic design.
I knew they were like, sometimes people were like, the government can't do anything.
Right. Their hands are tied.
They can't.
Yeah.
It's gonna. I knew they could.
Yep.
Because sometimes during COVID, it was like everyone's getting like a bonus check, and we like had it.
Yeah,
the
it
next
just showed
day
up. Yeah, right.
in our bank accounts.
Right.
Nobody had to apply. It was like, yeah, we got it. Or like when there was like, they were like, you can't say anything in your videos about. There was like, you're getting demonetized. So we're like, all right, so they got a lot of power.
Yeah.
And they can do it. I don't think that's partisan, is it?
No.
I think that's,
no, definitely not.
What I've been seeing, and he's been president for like a week,
Mm-hmm.
is I knew y'all did have the power to do this.
Yeah.
And that frustrates me to no end.
Yeah, the graphic design example is perfect too.
That's what, I was thinking about. I go, hey, I need, and they're like, all right, well.
But you know what it is though? Like I think, let's stick with the graphic design example. I think the reason why the graphic designer gets that done ASAP is because you made it very clear it needed to be done ASAP.
Good point.
Whereas the other thing, you could wait a week. You could afford to wait a week.
Yeah.
It's fine. I think America has been at a place where we're like, this needs to happen.
Oh, great point.
Now.
Yeah. We
Do
don't
it
really
now
have,
or consequences.
we don't really have, like if like,
And that's why we've kind of, I think, seen change happen. Is I think,
like in a week.
Yeah.
I remember the same when I went to, like when they they're like, dude, this homelessness is like out of control, and then they like city council like, oh, it's getting bad, and then it's clean.
right.
You know, like they're like, all right, so y'all did.
San Francisco cleaning up when China came.
Yeah.
Or we need to clean it up. Oh, it's cleaned. Done.
Or right on what's the exit right here? Westwood was Wedgwood.
Yeah.
Like when Trump was speaking at Belmont.
Yeah.
Repaved.
Yeah. Funny.
And I bet my axle's been broken for years.
You've been
So
to the
y'all
shop.
can do it.
Yeah.
But that's a perfect example. I don't think we're taking any sides here. It's just saying, hey, when somebody's so you just moved it up the priority list.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
So what's
I think we, the American people, put the government in a position where we were like, do it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And they did it.
Did you see the thing about Trump with the whatever from LA with the fires?
What part of
And
it?
Trump,
What about
or
it?
she was like, it's going to take like people can't get access to their homes.
Oh, yeah.
And then Trump he's like, well, we're hoping. And Trump, he goes, do it now.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Mm-hmm.
These people want to go back to see what's left of they can't get back.
Right.
Do it now. He's like, they're like, let's take a week. He goes, I know these people.
Yeah, they'll go.
They'll be there tonight.
Yep.
And I was like, gosh,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Well, if you do something now, it means that if something is urgent, it means you have to act quickly, which is harder.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what it
You
comes
have
down
to
to.
do
Is
it.
like, this is
Yeah.
more difficult. Oh, it's on you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have time, you
Yeah.
can go find somebody else to do that.
Yeah. Or
Or you can do a little bit at a time, and it's easier.
We've been saying things to the government, and they've been saying, when do you need this done by?
Yeah, right, right, yeah. They're going, is there a budget? What's the budget that you guys have? Yeah, what are you prepared to spend?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. It's
I
just a
thought if
creative conversation.
Yeah, I just thought if I said we should fix this, that would be in the
right.
in the works.
Yeah, I just thought it would happen at some
Yeah.
point, but I guess
They go,
not. No, that's not
They got
really
a
how
lot
it
of things
goes.
to do over there.
Yeah, that's it.
But I guess it's frustrating and encouraging.
Absolutely, it's both.
What's the most surprising thing you guys have seen, or like the craziest thing that's happened over the last week that you've seen that you're like, wow, I did not see
I mean,
that
I don't know about I'm not quite sure what's going on with the deportation. I don't know what videos if I'm seeing it, but it sounds like
Well, they're pushing plenty of propaganda about it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
the amount
it sounds
of
like-
deportations on video right now is disturbing. It's a
are those real?
They have to be,
Dude,
right?
look at this TikTok, dude. Look at this TikTok. Oh, this is hilarious.
Because every time I even flip through like my YouTube algorithm,
Yeah.
it's like deportation video.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Or
I don't
saw
even
it
subscribe to any of these.
on the interstate. There's like checkpoints.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
The craziest thing I've seen was that they had like that big cargo plane. They put like tanks in, dude, and they just had the back door open and just loading people in. I was like, "What are we doing?" Dude?
and then they were sending them back to Colombia or
Yeah,
something.
they're
and
just-
then
yeah. What?
It could go very good or very bad. I don't know.
I mean, I just hope that there's some structure and like
Yeah.
organization to it, obviously, and they're just not willy nilly throwing people in planes.
Look, yeah. Obviously,
And I think that's part of what is the consequence of doing things very quickly.
Yeah.
Is like, well, hold on, it doesn't. As we're looking at it as like
yeah.
quick is good.
Yeah,
quick can be bad if not
quick
done
can
right.
be bad too.
Yeah.
And there's like you're like, oh, so and so doesn't have control of the Senate or the House. Yeah, when it's not your side, you're like, well, good. And then when it is your side, you're like, it's. I've said this about COVID. Like it might. I think it might have taken the right and the left to get through that. Because the left was like, here's what we need to do, and the right was like, here's. I think
balanced each other a bit.
I think so. And
I agree.
that's not a good podcast clip. But
No, that'll stay here. Yep.
yeah, no, in terms of that, nobody's gonna be like, yeah, to that
For sure, yeah.
because everybody's on a side.
Yeah.
This is the clip I thought was hilarious. Y'all think this is funny?
Yeah, hello?
This is an officer with ICE doing a routine check.
Well, I'm an American citizen.
Well, we have questions that'll determine that answer.
Okay.
How many points are scored in a football game?
6.
We want to make America.
Great again.
Who's the best female artist?
Taylor Swift.
All right, last question. Can you say Walmart? Sir, can you say...
Yes, I know. Walmart.
Walmart.
Send that to Easton so we can put it on the screen. That's
hilarious.
great, bro. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. He's like obviously.
Yeah.
Dude, Taylor
So
Swift.
let me leave you with this, boys.
6.
I was thinking about this question. This is an insane question.
Let's hear it.
So, let's say just theoretically you get deported, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think they're really checking like whatever country you say you're from, they're just gonna probably send you there. I don't think they're like doing a background check.
Yeah.
So let's say you get deported. What country would you choose to go to? If you could get dropped off for free at anyone, which country would you want to be deported to?
First of all, I don't think that's what they do. But okay.
That's wild.
I don't think they go, you got a free one way anywhere on earth.
He goes,
where do you want to
How
go?
do they check?
I'm Italian.
I mean, pick a country, dude.
That's not how it works, dude. I don't think that's how it works, dude.
I'm Italian.
How are
You're
they
like,
gonna
oh,
prove
You go,
it,
g'day, mate.
Yeah.
Send you to Australia.
dude? How are they
Where
gonna
are
know?
you
dude?
from? Bora Bora.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Turks and
We gotta-
Caicos, bro.
We gotta get a helicopter
first
for this
class.
guy.
Dude, that's so funny.
That's a hilarious
Imagine,
idea.
hey, we're sending you somewhere. Where do
Yeah.
you need to go?
Because but all right. Well, technically, you're saying you're you got no ID
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and you have no.
How are they gonna prove it?
That is interesting.
They're gonna want to send you out to
No,
be like,
we're
I'll
not.
choose.
There's no way that's how it works.
There's no way that's how it
I'm
works.
gonna
It's
call
three,
Tom Homan or something.
Three white guys on a podcast. Like, this is must be how. It
This is
works.
another one of those.
I'm going. I mean, but they just got to send you to the Capitol, and
Yeah, they
then you
just
got to
drop
figure
you
out.
out. But you can't. I don't think you can choose like. You can't say Bora Bora. They're gonna be like, all right, now we're gonna send you to Colombia. Nice try.
We just have no.
You got to pick like a reasonable.
we have no Bora Borans here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
No,
pick. You're gonna have
that's
to pick
not
a reasonable spot.
So then you're gonna be if you're not legal in that place either.
Yeah.
You
but
can't.
it's allowed. But you could probably.
Yeah, I
figure
mean,
it out.
I'd go Costa Rica.
Nice.
I think
Costa Rica.
Is that not a U.S.? Is that a?
It's a U.S. territory.
I don't think they're gonna send you there, bro.
Yeah, then no Costa Rica.
No, I don't
I think you
so.
can.
Let me think. I go Machu Picchu.
Okay. Not a
I'm
country,
from,
but yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I'm from. You from the mountains? Yeah, dude.
Sure
You
am.
from the ruins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I live there.
You can't tell?
I live there.
Yeah.
Hola.
Yeah. That's mine.
Let me think. Canada.
Yeah,
I'm Canadian.
The way,
an easy one.
the way I see it, I think
Sorry.
I'd just go with the path of least resistance. Have them take me back to Mexico, and then I would just come back.
You going right across the river.
You just said, send me back to go.
Yep, and I'll just
Yeah.
come back.
I think
No,
I'm going somewhere that I wouldn't want to pay for the trip. I'm going Japan.
Oh yeah,
I'm going Japan. I'd like to see what government airlines look like over
it's
Japan.
pretty clean over there.
good
It's
point.
pretty clean
Yeah, it
over
is.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or go
Yeah.
to Egypt, see the pyramids.
I don't think it's just tourism. Yeah.
Dude,
I think you
I'm
got.
gonna do some digging. I'm gonna come back next week and we'll find out.
The U.S. has
Well-
backdoor deals with like travel agencies. and we're just,
Yeah. He's like, I think I know where you're from.
Yeah.
You do? Yeah, but it can't be. But to his point, it can't be based on skin color because look at this
Yeah.
country.
Right.
They're
We got
undocumented,
everybody.
so
Right.
they don't have.
So you're like, I'm from. You're like, well, if you have nothing, what do you got to call a reference from there?
Do you know what's tough is people are yelling at the screen right now because there's something obvious that we're
Yes.
missing
No.
of where
And what's
how
gonna
they
be-
know.
Are you
where
going to
to go.
assume
Yeah.
their country of
And
origin?
also, most of
No.
the comments are from the beginning, and we're done. Dude.
Right.
We're done.
Oh yeah.
the viewership right now is
We're
just a steep
done.
drop off.
I'm going back on tour this weekend.
Yes,
though,
you
ladies and
are,
gentlemen.
John.
I'm
Let's
going
stick
back
to
on
something
tour.
we know.
Let's see. Right here. We go into Wilkes-Barre this weekend. Or Rochester, Wilkes-Barre, Tysons this weekend. Off weekend after in let's see, March. Yeah, am I doing this right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you missed the first few.
Yeah, but I've already went there.
No,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
the 5th.
Okay, starting in February the 5th, we're going Bowling Green, Indy, Columbus. I was a week ahead of you.
Yep.
And then Rochester, Wilkes-Barre, Tysons. March, we're going to Branson, KC, St. Louis, Myrtle Beach, Lynchburg, Cincinnati, Grand Junction, Salt Lake City. In April, Omaha, Wichita, Tulsa, Sacramento, Fresno, San Diego, Fort Myers, Tampa, Pensacola. In May, rounding out the tour, Sarasota, Charlotte, Richmond, Oklahoma City, Shreveport, and Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Yeah, if they deported people from Nashville, if you're not from here,
Yeah,
where you got to go, I would go to some of those cities.
yeah,
You'll send me down to Vegas,
sure.
send me to New York, send me to Manhattan. Nah, dude, send me to
Send me to Bozeman.
Bozeman.
Send me to Bozeman. That's
Yeah.
it's tough to get out there.
Well, according to Easton, he's going to Murfreesboro. He's like, I'm gonna get back in. Send me right across.
Send me back right over there.
Send
I'm
me
coming right
out
back.
of Davidson
That was
County.
my country of origin, technically.
This week's episode brought to you by Mando, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, Mando, I got them in my bathroom, top drawer. They sent me a goodie bag, and that's not in their copy for sure. It's not called a goodie bag, but Mando's got me cleaned up, ladies and gentlemen, especially for a first date. Yeah, that's a good point. A
First date, or how many dates are you and Lydia on now?
well, depends on who you ask.
Sure,
I was
fair
like,
enough.
this counts. They're like, no, this didn't count.
Definitely.
You didn't pick me up. It didn't count.
Definitely
But
different counts.
We went out to dinner and I paid.
Yep,
No, it's not a date.
but still important.
Yeah, still important.
Yep.
How many have I been mandoed up for?
Ooh,
I'll tell you, the ones I have been mandoed up went better.
yeah,
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I got the lotion. I got the deodorant. I got the wipes. I got the, I want to say, I do have some lotion. I want to say some conditioner I have from them.
do you have the spray too?
And I
They
have
got
the what spray?
They got the spray deodorant too.
Yeah,
they got
and
the solid stick. They got the spray.
And I got the, I wear the sunscreen. I got
Ooh.
the sunscreen for them too.
Nice.
Mando, ladies and gentlemen, you've probably seen their ads on TV. I see them every now and then. A whole body deodorant. That's their key product. It's unbelievable. I use it all the time. Safe to use anywhere on your body. Created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal body odor was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. Interesting. Clinically proven to block odor all day and to control your odor for up to 72 hours. And that's the kind what I need.
Yeah.
Because when I'm off the road, I'll say my showers per day ratio decreases significantly.
Gets rough.
If I don't have anywhere to be. Yeah, Mando deodorant products, solid deodorant stick and the spray deodorant. Like Alex said, all Mando products are baking soda free and paraben free.
Love it.
Choose from a variety of fresh scents like bourbon leather, clover woods, Mount Fuji, or Pro Sport. Mando is clinically proven to control body odor better than a shower with soap alone. Interesting. Mando's starter pack, ladies and gentlemen, is preferred, perfect for new customers. Comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream deodorant tube. Cream 2 deodorant, rather. 2 free products of your choice, like mini body wash and deodorant wipes. I got both of those, and free shipping. And it's a special offer for net positive listeners. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Use code net positive at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com, or hit the link in the episode description below. Show some support for the show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresh, stay drier, and boost your confidence head to toe with Mando.
Yeah.
Hot episode today.
Very hot.
We've been on a good run. Been on a good guest
It's
run.
a strong start to the year.
We've been on a good guest run. And let me say, we don't decide who the good guests are.
Right.
The listeners decide.
That's right.
And we can't bat 1,000.
No.
And sometimes people say, we didn't like this.
Sure.
And we're not going to name names.
We're listening, though.
Yeah, we're listening.
We hear you.
This one's great, though. Aaron Weber, one of my long time friends of comedy. Comedian we toured together, obviously, back in 2018, 19. And then he's off doing, he's got a special coming out. It's out now.
Signature Dish.
Signature Dish on the Nate Land YouTube channel. Go check it out. Unbelievable. We chatted comedy. We chatted Notre Dame football.
Yeah.
And we chatted
Corporate gigs.
Some hilarious stories,
Yeah.
Catholicism. And at the end of this podcast, and I've been a Christian since I was 9 years old. I got saved when I was 9 years old. And I've heard, and I bet a lot of people listening to, if you're not an active practicing Christian, I heard a take from Aaron Weber that I have never thought of before.
Yeah.
And stick around just for that.
Yes.
I mean, the whole episode's awesome, but I'm walking out of here a different person.
Yeah.
This has changed some things.
Yeah, I
for
got
me.
some things to think about. He sent me home with some mental homework.
And that's not what he came with. We laughed a lot.
Yeah.
Aaron Weber, baby. Here we go. Let me see if I can do that again. Aaron Weber. Ladies and gentlemen, check it out. Fired up, ladies and gentlemen. We ready to go?
It's the loony bin of
Yeah.
airlines. Yeah, kind of.
Start. I'm guessing this is episode 143. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
143, baby. Let's go.
143. I remember when you started this podcast, John.
Yeah, 143. That's 3 years.
143 episodes later. That's crazy, dude.
I saw a TikTok yesterday, and it was like, do it 100 times. And I'm not doing a black accent, but it was like,
Yeah, who was that?
everybody, I don't know what that was, actually. They were like,
Do it 100 times, son.
Self-dap.
why did you? It's like, hey, your t-shirt business ain't took off yet. Do it 100 times. Your spoken word hasn't taken off yet. Do it 100 times. It's kind of like the 10,000 hours.
Have you seen these Steve Harvey clips from he does like 15 different shows, but there's always these clips where I guess it's during a commercial break.
Inspirational?
He just starts speaking inspirationally to the crowd.
Dude, I love
and
that.
he's like, here's how you make $1 million. You make $100.
Yeah.
Then you make that 10 times. Then you do that 10 times. And then you do that 10 times. And you got $1 million.
Also, that's way more than $1 million, or like whatever the exponential. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if I did the math right just now, but
We're at $10 billion.
Yeah, it's a lot. I do that times that. Yeah, I always like those guys. I wish I wasn't as cynical. You know those like those
I
guys.
thought you meant like Steve Harvey.
Wait, I'm not.
Like the inspirational,
Yeah.
motivational guys?
I'm here for that. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this clip. Yeah, the inspirational. Dang it! Please tell me I have it. Here we go.
Every 15-year-old kid should be doing this right now. If you're getting an allowance of $300 a month or whatever you're getting, take it, buy a piece of real estate that pays you.
Yes, I mean, come on, dude. He's a 15-year-old buying real estate.
$300, dude. What?
Have you seen him coming at people right now? That's
No.
Grant Cardone?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's suing people
Oh,
right
he's
now.
coming. Oh, yeah. He said he's coming to the podcast. Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
Should I put?
Oh,
play
for
that?
playing
So, hi,
clips of
Grant.
it?
Hi.
Should I play that clip?
Yeah, dude.
No, I'm not playing that clip. He said he's. Yeah. Okay. I wish.
People are just calling him out for what everybody knows that he's doing. It's just like, all right, dude.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
Is $300 a month an insane allowance for anybody else? That sounds insane.
Yeah,
to
I
me.
didn't think
That's
about
a
that.
car payment right there. That's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
What kid's getting 300?
Not me.
Grant
Wait,
Cardone.
did you get any?
Yeah, Grant's kids.
I don't know if I got an allowance.
I didn't get an allowance.
Neither did I.
In money, I got it in terms of like, I could go to the candy shop or I could ride my bike.
The candy shop?
Yeah, we had a candy shop.
Did you grow up in the 40s? I go down to the...
Let's go get a pop.
Yeah, I'll get a malt.
There was a candy shop.
Yeah. I'd ride my bike down to the sock hop.
Yeah, we were
Like, that's crazy, dude.
the candy shop. Well, we got there was like this radio show. This is dating me too, but this radio show on Friday nights called Power Source on the Christian radio station. We were allowed to listen to it if we did our chores. So my quote allowance was in like things I was allowed to do.
That's so funny. That would have been a punishment for my family.
What?
Is if you get bad grades, you got to listen to Power Source.
Oh no, it's the radio, baby. Sit down. Sit down. Always yes. Yeah, I got tricked by my parents. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
That's like my buddy, my old roommate. You've met him, Carter Jackson, the big dude.
Yeah.
He told me
he's been a big guy most of his life. He told me his parents told him when he was a kid that when the ice cream truck played music, it meant they were out of ice cream. So his whole life, he's like, I just missed him, dude.
Oh, the music's playing. Hey, don't run down here.
They're closed.
We're out.
Yeah, we're out. Just letting everybody know we're out of ice cream.
Genius.
I think you should be tricking your kids.
You can lie to them a lot.
Y'all two got young kids. Yeah. What?
10 months. Where you at?
4 months.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Aren't a lot of people like? I think we've done a clip in here that like a kid turned like 4, and he's not gonna remember it. Let's just never mention it.
Oh, they're talking about
Like his birthday.
Christmas. Yeah, they were
his
just like,
birthday.
let's not really go all out for the like celebration because he's not gonna remember anyways. Like first Christmas, skip it.
Yeah, but don't you feel like a first birthday is more for the family than for the kid? Like it's a fun thing for the family to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I disagreed with whoever was in the clip.
Okay,
Definitely,
all right.
I had to get my girlfriend's cat a Christmas present.
Well, that's insane.
Jeez.
yeah. Cats never forget.
Your cat's Christian.
Yeah, the cat's Christian. Yeah. He said, like, yeah. Gotta say, I used to have a bit about. Lydia was like, "Hey, there's a commercial for like the dogs to, what's it called? Shelter them or foster them.
Yeah.
ASPCA.
Yeah, foster them for Christmas." I was like, "Well, they don't. That's not how dogs work. They don't know about Christmas.
They don't get lonely around Christmas time.
Yeah, they just
They're lonely all year.
they just licked themselves clean, or they're like, when's Jesus' birth? I don't think. Yeah, most humans don't believe in it. Cats are like, hey, dude, it's crazy. I'm here for Christmas Eve like this. I don't think they celebrate holidays. How's having a baby?
It's pretty great, man.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
Should I have one?
Yeah, absolutely.
I need to do
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
It's like all the things you're resistant about, I totally get. And then once you have it, you're like, oh, dude, like, what was I doing? I was doing nothing.
Did my girlfriend send you here?
Yeah, that's why.
So like, you're saying all the things that you cared about that you thought were important are not
Yeah,
important.
like, what was I? Like, who cares about everything else? You do feel like that.
Do you feel like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
do.
believe I'm still able to like work. Like what was I doing with my time? Like how can I still work with her now? But I have time. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how I made that work. But
Yeah.
I also think there's a different like level of energy, like a different gear that you shift into that you didn't know you had before.
Yes.
Where like I thought I was empty tank running on fumes, but I still got another gear to go.
Yeah.
It's like a reserve
You
tank.
got a little more. You sounded like Grant Cardone over there.
Reserve.
Get $30 for your children.
Get in there, dude. Yeah.
But you do, it's very cheesy, but you do start to see things through their eyes, right? So my daughter's just old enough now, she's starting to like see stuff and notice stuff and kind of lock in on people.
Yeah.
I was just the other day just kind of walking her around. I walked into our pantry and was just like holding her up to stuff. And I was like, yeah, this is all pretty amazing. All these colors and shapes and like
I like
this stuff that you just don't think about.
Yeah.
The kid is like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Kid stares at the ceiling fan for an hour and you're like, this is the ceiling fan's incredible.
It is. I took probably the closest example I would have is my little. I did a cruise, the K-Love Christian cruise, probably in 2000.
Okay.
And I brought my nephews,
Oh, it's the best.
and they never saw a ship like that,
yeah.
and they were like,
And you probably wouldn't have thought anything of it going
never.
alone.
I've been to a bunch of them
because you're so jaded.
Yeah,
and
I'm a bad
just-
person. Yeah, but but I was like, that was the coolest part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
They were like, we're getting on that.
Yeah.
They were like,
Well, that's where you start to. My daughter's not old enough yet, but you do start to understand. Like, yeah, dude, we're gonna go to Disney World. If she's gonna be happy,
we're doing
if
it.
she's gonna be like amazed by it, yeah, we'll go do all that stuff just to see her.
Now do you have less tolerance and acceptance for a guy like me now, do you think?
No,
Once you have a kid, you're like, oh, these kids, like,
yeah. I mean, I haven't talked to you in 4 months,
yeah,
but
yeah. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Has she seen your Hot 5 yet? She hasn't seen you do stand up.
She's just starting to laugh, which is a lot of fun. Pretty bad sense of humor so far. Pretty limited. Mostly physical stuff. That's what gets her.
It's early.
She's not into my act at
Yeah.
the moment, but
It's early.
if I pretend to throw her on the ground, she loves it.
Oh yeah.
or like
She's
throw
tricked
her
by
up in
that.
the air.
Yeah.
Gets a big pop every
Yeah,
time.
she'd love your act.
Hey,
But
still doing the same thing.
On the stool.
Yeah. I think my nephews, when I go like Jake and Emerson, and they're a boy and a girl, so I'll be like, go to the girls, so I'll be like, so you're Jake, and they're like, no, they think that's hilarious.
Oh,
you know what I'm
dude.
saying? Because they're just, so you're okay, I got it. So you're Emerson? No,
Yes.
it's like that's the best kind of humor.
my great bit with my nieces and nephews, I go to like my 7-year-old niece, and I go, so what are you, 12, 13?
Yeah, kills.
Oh, dude.
no,
you
what?
idiot.
Yeah.
What are you, in 9th grade now? Yeah.
Or we're like, hey, so are you driving the car? No, yeah. We need to get back to that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I wonder who what comics would it's not really their kids are like that. No,
Wait, what do you mean?
Like,
That don't
it's
like
just-
their act?
yeah, perhaps most comedy. Like I would imagine.
Yeah,
Tim,
most comedy's for adults.
Tim Hawkins, like the kids are like, this is hilarious. There's a lot of kids there.
Song stuff can translate to kids a little
It just
better, probably.
more entertaining.
Jeff Dunham's kids, I bet, love what he does.
Oh yeah,
They probably, yeah.
Neil Brennan's not really hitting for kids, probably.
no, probably not.
You know?
Maybe not. Yeah, let's see. I bet Matt Rife, because it's kind of he's for kids. If it was clean, it's dirty, but
Jesselnick's not really doing it for the
it's
kids.
for kids.
I would have loved, I mean, how young are we talking? I bet like 10 or 11-year-old me would have loved Jeselnik.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
We had a kid on the show this weekend that was probably 10. He came to it for his birthday. His parents brought him for his birthday.
Oh, that's
And then,
awesome.
but it was 21 and older. He had to kick him out.
That's really?
But no, hold on. Wait. They kicked him out, but I brought him back.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
They brought him back to the green room. I was like, we got it. And they're like, liquor license. If the whoever comes in here.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff you can do when you sell tickets. You can just
Yeah.
disobey the law like that, and they're all cool with it. You imagine me trying to do that? They're like, no, dude. There's 15 people in here. We're not going to get the club shut down over 15 people.
I made him a lot of money that weekend. I brought the kid. I was like, where are? He's like, we had to kick him out. A whole family of 6.
Oh,
we kicked them out. And I go, where are they? They're like in the parking lot. I was like, well, go get them. Go get them and bring them back here.
They're outside crying.
Yeah. I was like, at least they could sit in the green room and watch from the we're not. They drove like 3 hours.
Nice, dude.
I go,
Yeah, that's a
what?
nice thing.
Good
to do.
move.
Yeah. And I was like, well, obviously refund them and then sell those tickets.
Yeah,
Obviously,
exactly.
I'm not gonna lose the money. Yeah.
Those tickets. Is there anyone else that
Yeah,
wants
is
to
there
go in the
anyone
green
else?
room?
Yeah. Is there anyone else? Yeah, but they go, well, we have the license guy like comes in here, and if they see we're done, and I was like, well, let me talk to. It's a kid, what, I
Right,
mean, what do you? Yeah,
You think ABC's gonna come in the green room mid comedy show, mid set? They're gonna walk in there and be like, "Hey,
who's this guy? Get him out of here.
ID,
Yeah.
ID, please.
Fire marshal comes in. That stuff happens, man.
It does.
They'll be like, some clubs will be like, hey, if you want to just smoke a cigarette in the green room, you're fine. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Well,
I'm not going to, you know what a power move that is? To
yeah, you
just
got to be
smoke a cigarette?
Chappelle. You got to be Chappelle.
You got to be Chappelle, and then that might be the end of the list.
Smoking
Dave
yeah,
Attell,
yeah.
like a couple guys where they can smoke a cigarette and everybody's like, okay.
Yeah. I've
You
told
know?
that story in here a bunch where I did a show at the Miami Improv, and then Schultz was after me, and then he did no check drop. And if they're not gonna know what that is, but they know check drop in the whole show.
That's
and
nice.
And I called my agent we have a Tuesday call, and I go, hey, can I do no check drop? They go, well, they go, Schultz sold it out in 60 seconds. He's like, I wouldn't suggest asking the club that.
Yeah.
In other words, he goes, no.
Not on a Wednesday night, Jeff.
Like if it's like, oh my, like we got Dave Chappelle to come through. Like I remember the first time I think it was with Angela Johnson, and you'd have to order off the club menu at Zany's, and she got sushi. Yeah. And I was like, wait, what? One of the servers went and brought sushi back, and I was like, I didn't think you could do that. They were like, well, you can.
Yeah, you can't.
No, you can't do that.
You're barely allowed to be here just as it is, let alone get sushi. I just did a corporate
We're
gig.
doing you a favor. Yeah.
I did a corporate gig in Florence, Alabama a couple weeks ago, and I guess I have a rider that I did not know about. So I showed up, and the woman, very nice, very funny, she kept giving me flack about this, because I guess my rider said 5 Diet Cokes and then some sandwiches.
You're in $15 so far. That seems the most reasonable.
It's funny to be that specific about the Diet Cokes.
Yeah.
I would need 5.
5 Diet
but
Cokes.
some sandwiches would be
12
nice
ounce.
too.
Yeah.
But I didn't ask for that. I guess that's just the boilerplate.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. I need 5 Diet Cokes. We used to do this thing on John's tour. DJ, Michael, and I, we would pretend to throw fits in the green room. Did you ever see us do that?
No.
Oh, it was so much fun. You'd be like, you got, like, you'd have the wrong kind
whatever
of
it was
gum
in there.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It'd be like, extra.
Get
Who
out
do you think you are, dude? Like knocking over tables and stuff. I'm sure staff heard that and thought we were insane.
That's
But
serious.
it was a fun.
Well, there's an arc. I think there's a rider arc. There's like, you have no rider, and there's like, oh, I can request stuff, and then you're like, let me get a pack of gum, let me get a Red Bull,
Yeah.
and then we had a traveling tractor trailer with the living room. Remember that living room, and it was
Oh,
the
yeah.
same in every city. They would bring, because I wanted to have like my own, and then I was like, oh wait, this comes out of the cost
Yeah,
of the
you're
show?
paying for
They're
it.
like, yeah, dude. I was like, oh, and now I'm back to this is my rider. Yeah. That's my only thing.
Wait, you used to bring your living room with you?
Yes, they would
what?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
would bring it, and they would all the lamp and the rug and everything would look the same.
From your house?
No, they bought one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
I
bought you just wanted the same. Yeah, you bought one.
I was like,
Right.
oh, dude.
It was like an IKEA display that
Yeah.
they just put in these arenas.
rooms to go type thing.
Yeah, he's 100%.
These arenas that already had like couches
Yeah.
and stuff.
That's so ridiculous.
It's got the Bed Bath & Beyond
I've
foreclosure
never
sale.
heard of that, dude. That's
Dude,
crazy.
me and this guy toured with completely unnecessary activities. We had no idea what we were doing.
Such as?
I was not very involved in any of these decisions.
Well, he didn't
but
know
I
either.
was-
Yeah,
No.
you were like the first time going on the road, right?
Yeah.
I just saw you at Zany's.
I
was
mean,
like,
of
bring
that
him.
scale, yeah, not even close. I'd done some road gigs, but you were
Yeah.
doing crazy stuff.
And we were doing like churches, the huge churches,
Big churches.
and two
churches with escalators.
Yeah, 2 tour buses and like they would get in at 6 a.m. and like load everything and up. I don't even know what they were doing. I have no idea what they were doing. The show now is exponentially better, and there's 4 people. I don't know what anyone was doing.
We were having fun.
Yeah, we were having a good time,
I'll tell you
wasting a
that.
lot of money. But if you go from 0 money to those kind of checks, you're like, this is the most money.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not going to be like, you have no idea. Mm-hmm. You have no idea. That's when you just come into, you go, I don't even know what's going on. This is like, you see a lot of those people with those tour deals over like Live Nation or whatever, and they were like, they gave you an advance, and then you have to work to pay it back. So like whatever.
Oh, is that how it works?
Well, that's not how mine worked. But what's his name was like, I'm trapped. I spent all this money, and now I'm working. I have to pay this money back.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's not a good situation. Yeah, but I always asked. I remember because I want to talk to you about this on the pod because I always asked you. We would switch. You would come right off stage when I was going on stage, right?
Yeah.
And what would we always say?
We say, still fun?
Yeah. No matter what, we go, still having a good time? And he goes, yeah. Still a good
Yeah.
time. Yeah, still a good time.
Because my dad would call, your parents, I don't know, yours are probably like mine in that they really don't understand comedy and how this world works, right?
Yeah.
But they will try to relate on some level. So my dad will call and kind of ask me, and he'll go, you still having fun?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, like this is great.
Yeah.
So that became
Yeah.
the running joke. Like, yeah, obviously this is an
Even if it was like
insane life.
horrible, or nothing was ever horrible, but it was like still good time, and you're like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Was there ever a no?
No.
No,
There would be, never.
No bombs.
Look,
That
you
were
have
like,
some
no.
bad nights.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, yeah, I'm still having a good time.
He said, yeah, we were out. I was going to be off last night, but Lydia was like, hey, well, I got some friends that are going to come to the to New Material Monday. Can you come do a set? I go, yeah, I guess. Yeah, dude. I'll be down there. I was like, well, I wanted to take a night off, but twist my arm.
It's like a magician always has a deck of cards on him. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll show you a trick if you want. It's like, yeah, obviously.
Did you
It's
have
what
that
they do.
coin in your pocket all night?
Talking about bad nights, I'll tell you, the worst night I've had recently, this was at Florida last year. I did a full weekend. All the shows are great, except for one show was just the worst. Dude. I hated everybody in the room, and they hated me. And I mean, within 5 minutes, I don't know if you had this feeling in a while, where you're like, okay, the show's over.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to do my act. Now this is what the show is.
We're not-
like
yeah.
me just engaging.
I've
with you.
abandoned my plans.
Yes.
Yeah, I was at yeah.
There's a group of college kids, and they're just yelling like Anchorman quotes at me. And the guy's going, "I love Lamp." And I go, "Did you say I love Lamp?" He's like, "I love Lamp."
And it's
I
not
go,
big
"Yeah."
enough to ignore.
This is
the
how-
crowd is not big enough that you can ignore a person.
You can't kick anybody out. It's half the show.
how
So
many
you just stuck with me. No joke, 12 people. 12 people.
man.
And 8 of them are this group that is mocking me. Like, legit. This is how bad it was. When I was done, they gave me a fake standing O to make fun of me. That's how bad. I hated these guys. I hated these guys. This is how much of a train wreck the show was. I don't remember everything I said. At one point, I go, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" The guy that was yelling, "I love Lamp."
Yeah.
And I go, "I've been
like
your..."
aside or like
No, there's no show. I'm just talking to a group of people. And I said, "You're the age where like you think this is a personality, like just yelling quotes from movies."
like my dad.
And I've been that guy before.
Yeah.
And I think if I think you're going to look back on how you're behaving right now and be really embarrassed. This is a
Lecture mid
Oh,
set.
I haven't got to laugh in 20 minutes, but I'm just telling these people like you should be embarrassed.
You're like, I got it figured out.
At
Let me
one
tell you.
point, dude, I go, "Can I ask y'all a genuine question?" And they go, "Yeah." I go,
they go, yeah.
I said, "Does it concern you at all that I've been doing this almost 10 years? Thousands of shows.
Yep.
If I do the math, probably millions of people that I've performed in front of.
Yep.
You're the worst I've ever met." Like,
These aren't even like heckles.
I go, no. I go, just think about that. The amount of people I've performed in front of, you're the worst. And I can't even think of a second. And it did not bother them at all.
No, not in the least. Not in the least.
So then the other side of the room, this guy's raising his hand as I'm doing this. And I go, "Are you raising your hand?" He goes, "Yeah, I noticed you're going a bit off script." I go, "You noticed that? The show's been a train wreck for half an hour." And he goes, "Yeah, do you have any jokes about big booty Latino women?" And I go, "No.
No, I didn't
What are
know-
we doing here? No, I don't have that. Did you research me at all?"
Yeah. How did they get there?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Dude, you ever just bolt off the stage at the end of the show?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to check.
I wish there was
Just let me go to my I did a corporate. I bombed so
get
bad
out
at
of
a corporate at noon at Opryland here that I forgot my check, and they called me when I was in the car, and I was like, I don't want to go back and get it. I don't want to walk a mile back to that room of people I just bombed so bad for to get the check.
Yeah.
I go, I don't know. I told the woman, I go, "I'm not coming back. If you have a way to mail it to me, great. If not, I don't know if I care enough to go get
I'm
it."
not gonna follow up here. Yeah. I guess the professions that have the most like potential for glory also come with the most possible
That's a fun way to think
bombing.
about it.
High risk, high reward.
Well,
Yeah,
it's the
most-
only place in America where the business model is they sell alcohol.
Yeah.
That's how clubs make money.
Yep.
But then they go, "Hey, don't talk." There's no other place in
great
America
point.
where they encourage you to drink, and then they tell you to be quiet. So you're just bound for disaster.
Drink as much as you can and listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Who
Exactly.
Who came up with this business model?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, they wanted to drink. You want them to drink. I don't know. I guess in the theaters they don't anymore, or they can if they want to. It's
I do
optional.
a little bit. I'd be curious to see the numbers. I'm guessing less of their revenue comes from it than a comedy club.
Yeah, because it's more expensive.
Yeah.
And then, but everything's more. Yeah. So if you go, hey, we want like, it's funny that like, Caleb will come out and open for me, or Julian with Nate or whoever. Like the opener's job is if they're down here, get them up. Mm-hmm. But also if they're up here, get them down, to get them in the window of like attentive but enthusiastic. Like you don't want them. Like if Michael was like just everybody hyped up, people were crowd surfing, like, and now John, I'm like, oh, they're too high.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want them up here. But then if they're just like, sometimes I go and can you turn the playlist up or something? Like get like, what's going on out there? Get them.
I opened for a guy named Shang. You ever heard of him?
Oh, yeah.
Shang. So I did a show for Shang in Clarksville.
It's kind of like
and
Cher. you know. But
Yeah. Shang Torres? No,
No, it's
not,
just
not
Shang.
Shang Torres. I don't know his last
it's
name.
like a Latino guy.
I think he's black.
Oh, look him up.
It was a
Shang,
it was a black show.
Shang.
It's a black show. It's not.
No,
a
yeah,
Latino show.
he's black. Yeah.
But I went up right before him, and I had an okay set. But I always remember he told me as we were crossing paths, he said, "You got him in like joke mode again."
Okay, yeah.
So
yeah,
they
yeah,
understand like it's just going to be jokes.
Yeah,
But I would
it's
think
not-
about that when I cold open your shows a little bit. Is a lot of your fans
We
at
had
that time.
we had videos, dude.
You had some videos, but I think a lot of your fans who knew you mostly from those. I'm guessing it's changed now. Now they know you from your stand up a lot.
Yeah.
But you had a lot of fans who just knew you from the videos.
Yeah.
So they would come to the show not really knowing. I think they thought you were going to come out in character and like.
I don't know what they thought I was going to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I always thought part of my job is I'm kind of this is how the show's going to go.
This is a comedy show.
Yeah, I'm going to do some jokes.
I think they all told me to come out in character a couple times.
Who
My
told you that?
management at the time was like, "You should do like," and I was like, "Yeah, but I don't know what to do. What am I gonna do?" Declan, the millennial, is gonna come out. He's like, "What's up, dude?" I'm like,
And it's not going well, but you can't stop because you got to keep doing it, dude.
"That's tough." I think it was Brian Regan. He said one time, he's like, "Dude, you go out for you're supposed to do 60 minutes.
Yeah.
You go out for a corporate, you do 10, and you can't be like, hey." The bar is open. Y'all all know each other. Why don't we stop this? Y'all go mingle, and I'll leave.
Yeah.
You can't.
I've wanted to do that so many times. You go, I'm happy to be here. I appreciate it. We'd all have
no
a
hard
better
feelings.
night.
No hard feelings.
Oh, dude, thank you so much for the opportunity.
This is great. This is not going as we thought.
We don't have to do this. I did some shows.
That's
So
the title.
Yes,
That's
I'm
the
writing it
title.
down.
We don't have to do this.
I did a show for a farming company in Marion, Illinois.
Yeah.
And I showed up, and it was in a ballroom, and it was a dance floor in the middle, and then circular tables on either side.
Yeah.
So I walked in, I go, where do you think about doing the show? And they go, well, you can just be on the dance floor and kind of work both sides of the room. So I told the guy, he's very nice. These people are all nice.
No, yeah, sure.
But I told him, I go, look, I'll do it if we have to do it that way.
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to be a better show if everybody's on the same side of the room.
Throwing that out there.
And so he goes, okay. And then he goes up and he gets the mic and he goes, hey, everybody, the comedian doesn't think he can do the show like this. So we're going to try to make it a little easier for him. If everybody could pick up your stuff and move. So now these people are like carrying tables over.
Yeah,
I go,
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
want this, dude.
Oh.
Now they hate me immediately.
And now it better be killing because
Yeah.
you told us all to move.
Well, now the questions I ask when I get these gigs, I go, will people be sitting down?
Yep.
Like things you would never think to ask.
Yeah.
Are there chairs in the room?
Yeah.
Do people know there's comedy? Does everyone in the audience speak English? Stuff like that you have to ask now.
That's why I don't like do any. I mean, I
Just
don't
do them occasionally, right? You'll do something or not really?
like one. I did one last year for a Christmas party it was at like a Italian restaurant.
Okay.
And it was like for everybody that is a real estate, and it was horrific.
Yeah. Still fun though?
Yeah. And I'm doing one this year, NASCAR benefit in May, and I was like, nobody really. I go, send me what's the venue?
Right.
Send me a photo of the like. You can't just. He's like in the office where like they work on the cars. I go. All right,
That's a
well,
good
that's
illustration
not-
of the difference in John and I's careers. He's doing a corporate gig for NASCAR. I'm doing a corporate gig for Anderson Windows in Lowell, Arkansas.
Hey, dude, no disrespect.
At the Christmas party where they've had a bad year, and I have to follow a PowerPoint about how they're going to undo some of the layoffs they've had to make.
Yeah.
They're not getting their bonuses. They just found out.
100%.
Yeah, I've done that.
And they go, we've saved a lot of money because we're paying our next performer $100 to bomb for 30 minutes at noon.
Hands together for your bonus checks.
He's getting paid.
Here he is.
I am doing good shows every now and then. I
Yeah.
hope that's. I'm
Yeah,
only talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
the bad
yeah.
ones, but
But I say everybody like if did you that was you wild it was wild you ask if it's still fun because me before you came around, me and Mike Goodwin, we were like touring we're doing like these like comedy zones and like these whatever they're I don't even know what the run is anymore.
Yeah.
But it was like I was getting paid $150.
Oh, dude, like Fort Walton Beach
Yes.
and Columbus,
And
Georgia.
we were me and him drove around for like months, and I was getting $150 a night. He was getting $60.
Yeah.
And we would sleep on like maybe like a Howard Johnson.
Dude,
with
you were pumped to get an Econo Lodge.
pumped.
Yeah.
I got one that was by the hour. The hotel was by the hour. It's like, how many hours do you need? And I was like, what? And it was like a key, like
the
a
usual
key,
amount.
not a
Wow.
card. And it had a thing on it. And we were like, we would listen to Bill Burr's podcast and drive around. And I was telling Chelsea, yes, like, I'm depressed now. That was awesome. Like, it was awesome, dude. It was awesome. And we were I was like, this is bars. People were sleeping. Mike Goodwin was like, this guy's the real deal, because some people were sleeping, and we would just go out night after night and just try to do it and see if we could do it. And the only thing tough about your situation, it sounds like it's changing now, is if you got a buddy.
Oh.
If you got another comedian buddy that y'all both can be like, that sucked. And he goes, yeah, that sucked. And you're like, all right, sick. You want to go to McDonald's?
There's like a problem for up and coming comics right now all over the country, where it used to be you start off as the host at a comedy club, and then you'll get to work as a feature, and then maybe we'll get a headliner. Now there's not a lot of feature work for locals at clubs because everybody's bringing people with them. And I remember being very frustrated with that. And then as soon as I was able to do that, I go, well, obviously I'm taking a friend with me.
Yeah.
Because then it's just I'm alone at a Holiday Inn all weekend.
Yeah.
Now I got a buddy
that you can
do, and then the shows that are bad aren't that bad because you got a friend in the back. A lot of times these shows I'm talking about that are awful, I do have a friend with me who's dying laughing in the back of the room.
Was anyone at that one?
Connor Larson opened for me at that that Anderson Windows.
Where you talked to the guy that said, hey, dude.
Zach Townsend was with me. And you know what's annoying? They loved Zach. So I got off stage. I'm like sweating. I'm so mad. And then I go, did you hate them too? He's like, oh, I thought they were cool. I was like, those are the worst people on earth.
Oh, dude, I loved them. Oh, that you did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always tell Caleb and Caleb and Derek to lie to me. I say, lie to me. Don't say they're bad. Because you can't, like, if you go to Fayetteville, North Carolina, like they weren't at the Charlotte show last night.
Right.
They don't know that they are less than them. That crowd was on fire. So like sometimes you get the highest merch per head at like their shows like that.
Oh,
they're like, dude, it was awesome. Like, how do they know? Even
well,
Lydia,
tell your mouth.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, what were you? He's like, that was incredible. They're just watching it. Like if you even Lydia's been to enough shows that you were like, I didn't feel like you were having a as good of a time as I've seen you having. And then like, but she's been to 100. Like if you hadn't been to that many, like how many Morgan Wallen shows would I have to go to know that was a good one?
Like he was feeling it. Yeah.
Is it the same, or is that a bad comparison?
No, I think that's a great comparison.
Yeah, I think
That
the one that he shows up for is
Yeah.
great.
The one he has his voice out. Yeah, that would be a good one.
If you went to like an Eric Clapton show, you're like, that wasn't a good one. I've been to 1,000 Kenny Chesney shows.
I
and
think about
they're
the
awesome.
biggest weekend I did with you on your first tour. I remember it was Thursday was at this huge church in Louisville, 8,100 seat church. They said it was like the 7th largest church in America.
Where the guy got fired.
Yeah, I think there was a thing.
That sounds about right.
And then
the guy that worked for us. Not the pastor.
Oh, that was that weekend.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
that
you're talking
weekend.
about like a
I thought you meant the pastor of the mega church. I was like, yeah,
I
that
think
sounds
they
right.
did
Yeah.
have a thing where they were like,
I think both.
Sounds on brand. I mean,
they were like no jokes about X, Y, and Z because of something that had happened.
Hey, 8,000 person church, something happened.
Yeah, that was the church with
Weird.
an
Odds are.
They had an escalator. I remember they wouldn't let me sell my T-shirts in the lobby because it was, inappropriate to do that at a church. So I just
because of the
I grabbed
Bible.
my suitcase. I walked past the coffee shop and went and sold my merch in the back. Past the bookstore.
How can they have a bookstore? Oh, yeah. past their merch.
Yeah,
go
right,
back.
yeah.
That show, and then that weekend it was 2 shows at the Ryman, 2 shows at the Fox Theater. This is like the biggest weekend of your career.
Yeah.
But right in the middle of that was a show in Fort Wayne, Indiana, that was still a big show. But
I remember everything
in the
about
context of that weekend,
Yeah.
it felt the least significant of the show. But that was probably the most
was
fun
the yeah.
show on your tour
Yeah.
because it was so loose and we
Yeah.
were just having a good time.
Yeah, just a riff because we were like, not who cares about this, but it was like you were like a secret show or something.
Yeah. Only 2,500 people? What is it, a
Yes.
secret show? Is it,
Yeah,
just
secret
Don't
show.
Tell?
Yeah, that was in, remember the stage and the chairs were like right on the stage and then
Oh,
it
yeah.
went up.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it was like a semicircle.
Yeah, this
around.
is where all the listeners tune out immediately.
Oh,
Remember that
they've been gone for
remember
a
the
while, but
seating?
yeah.
They're like, yeah.
This is just me and you hanging out now.
Is it? Well, it has become like the shows now are like when you do the Ryman or you do Atlanta or Birmingham. Those are like my 3, or maybe even L.A. 'cause I used
That's
to live
the
out there.
John Crist Research Triangle.
And Denver. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nashville, Birmingham, Atlanta.
People
Yeah.
that vacation in 30A. That's like where we and you're
Okay.
like, yeah. I can't wait to be in Fayetteville, North Carolina this weekend because that's where it's like, what's going on here? Like we were in Raleigh. We were in Raleigh for 3 nights, and it was like, I like when it's like the red and blue are here. You know, like when it's all red or all blue, it's like there's no parody. I was like, we went to a coffee shop and there was like a pride flag and a guy ordering had a MAGA hat. I was like, yeah, let's get it,
Dude.
Yeah,
Can't wait for
that's
the night.
that's the humor. Like
The first road weekend I did, 2020, was I opened for Burpee. Do you know Burpee?
Oh yeah.
I opened for Burpee at the Greensboro Comedy Zone.
If we can get through this and you not mention any comedian that has 2 names, like it's Shang and Burpee.
These are the shows I'm doing. I opened for Burpee.
You got my belly button show?
Right in the middle. It's right in the middle of. You remember 2020 was crazy, and I'm at the show.
What happened?
Legitimately, a lot.
Yeah.
Like no exaggeration. Dudes in Colin Kaepernick jerseys and guys in MAGA hats at the show.
Really?
And I was like, dude, this is the most diverse room in America that
Yeah.
I'm in right now.
Yeah.
And Burpee killed for both of them.
Did he?
Yeah,
I
it was
think that's
such a
the.
great
I think that's
weekend.
the best. That's the mark of a great comic. Or he could just not address it. But one of the two.
He addressed it a little bit, but
Yeah.
but not. You know, nobody wanted to be lectured to
Yeah.
at that time.
I'm trying to-
either
yeah.
side.
They try to get both sides to put their swords down.
Yeah.
Yeah. After I've called them to war for the last guys, I'm about diversity. Well, you don't want to be too like I've already like. Well, we don't have to get into it. I guess that's my live show, but yeah, it's a whole different thing. But it's like a comedian just wants to be able to call like. That's how it was. That's how to see like. I mean, it's the first time in my lifetime, but I guess I don't know how long I've been doing it. To see like a lot of comedians at the inauguration, I thought was wild.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
Just
At-
but
at the Vatican too. Did you see that when all those comedians went
oh
to the
yeah,
Vatican?
same thing. And then I'm on those teams. I thought it was wild to see.
Well, you're not on the Vatican team.
Okay, I'm on the Christian team. You're not. Y'all aren't on our team.
I want to call out that Catholic apologist you had on the show the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. The guy was doing great, and then he just started attacking Notre Dame for no reason. I was like, what are you talking about?
Everything else was fine until then. The
I
theology.
turned it off at that point.
because he didn't know who they were or what.
No, he was like, he said it's like I'm sure there are good people there, but it's like not a good Catholic institution because they gave Obama an honorary degree 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You know? And then he talks about there's a lot of infighting in the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
But also the premier Catholic institution in the world
That's
is
what I
not
thought.
a Catholic,
Yeah.
is not a good Catholic institute. I'm just kidding. I do like that.
But he also didn't know that they were playing.
I thought this would come off more fun than it did. I actually listen to that guy's podcast occasionally, but
Yeah,
I don't
it's like I
appreciate
get
the
some-
Notre Dame slander.
Well, I feel like we were talking about this before you came in here on the how does it feel on the list of like comedians that love Notre Dame to be second in the power rankings to Shane Gillis.
A distant second.
That-
dude.
I mean-
if I'm in the top 5, it's Shane and then a Cliff and then everybody else.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
You
He's
were like, but that's
become-
like your thing, and then you're like, what, and he kind of looks like you. Or he's kind of the Shane Gillis. Like
so.
he wears like a starter jacket, and he's like a big Notre Dame guy.
He's
Like
a
if you
huge
shave.
Notre Dame fan.
Yeah.
I do have, I went to school there. So that would be the
yeah,
the
he didn't.
differentiator.
He didn't. Yeah.
But he's way more successful and famous. And,
Yeah.
he went toe to toe with Nick Saban on the sideline of
Yeah.
Notre Dame's
saw that.
field. I mean,
You
yeah.
see that commercial in the church praying? About
I did see that. The
I thought
Under
that was
Armour
great.
commercial. Yeah, that was great.
Man,
He's a good ambassador for Notre Dame.
you think so?
I love what he's doing.
Yeah, but he's just from there, right?
He's from Pennsylvania, but I think he's
What's his connection?
Well, he's Catholic. I know that,
Is
and
he?
I think a lot of guys in that part of the country, yeah, they're just Notre Dame fans.
Is Catholic like Jewish?
No,
Hold on. No, wait.
We skip ahead
Is
for
Catholic
you. No?
like Judaism, where like you can like be it but not practice it? Like Jewish. He's like Jewish. That's what I mean. Like,
back
yeah.
home for me, yeah.
he's like Jewish
Northeast,
by
yeah.
like birth, but he's not practicing. Is that
because people will say
like that?
I'm culturally Jewish, but not religiously Jewish.
Yeah, is that like
There's, people don't word it that way for Catholicism, but there's a lot of people, yeah. That's why lapsed Catholic is such a big thing.
yeah,
Like
you
I'm
let
no longer practicing. I don't go to church, but
you let your membership expire. It's like the Soho House.
It's just like
exactly,
the
it's
Soho House.
just like the Soho
Yep,
House.
it's the same
We got a
thing.
hot tub and everything.
Then you go, are you religious? They go, yeah, I'm Catholic, but they don't do the stuff.
Just casually Catholic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Catholic cash.
I think what's interesting is less people are religious than ever, but like the same amount of people believe in God. That hasn't changed. If you look at a
I
chart,
bet more people believe.
if you look
in
at
God.
a chart, like
Yeah.
it's not like few and free. It's people
Yeah.
still believe. They just
Yeah.
aren't going to churches.
That's
like they
this
used to.
podcast for sure. Yeah. Well, I think I'm just thinking a lot of people that listen to the podcast, like nobody believes in God less than they used to, but I think the practice
Yeah,
of the we have to do this.
this is
and
good. This is
and
what I
this.
came to talk about.
Yeah.
The institution.
Well, I'm big, obviously at Sanford, because that's where I went to school. And I went to the games.
You're the Shane Gillis of
at
Sanford.
Sanford, yeah. But they were like, I text like the coach after the game. They're like, dude, come to the locker room.
Oh, that's
like,
awesome.
But we're not. If you got to pick one, because I think Nate is good for Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Because he's like, that's gonna like Nate shouldn't be like Georgia. You're gonna get lost in the. But you got to pick one. But you also have to be a fan of it, so you can't pick one.
Yeah, it has to be genuine,
So you're
too.
Notre Dame. You're locked in with Notre Dame. So
Yeah.
that's just what it is.
And there's no bandwagon Vanderbilt fans.
No,
You know, what I mean, maybe a couple this year.
Yeah.
For a while, but dude, it has not been fun
yeah.
to be a Vanderbilt fan your whole life.
Derek Stroop always says he's like, I never met a Vanderbilt graduate. He's like, yeah, because you got to have surgery to meet. You got to have cancer to meet one. That's a great joke.
yeah,
dude.
yeah. Well, Stroop's not hanging out at Goldman Sachs and stuff. Like, where does Stroop think is?
Where's he-
When's the last time you hung out with a college graduate?
Yeah.
Let's ask him that. What are you talking about? Dude, I just don't bump into anybody who went to Princeton Law these days.
Well, you don't go like to Broadway. You'll see a UT jersey, or you see that burnt orange. You wouldn't see a Vanderbilt fan.
Oh, okay.
Is what I'm saying. You don't.
Yeah.
Like they were like they beat. You're like, I've never seen one.
That's true.
Maybe
They are
like
rare.
Yeah, they are. They just don't. They're not. Like I see Alabama fans everywhere. I see Georgia fans everywhere. If I saw a Vanderbilt fan, I was like, it must be an M.
I went to a Vanderbilt game with Nate, and the amount of
Yeah, I
people
went
that
to one,
came
yeah,
up, the
yeah.
amount of people that came up were just like, "Thank you for supporting Vanderbilt."
Yeah. You're like,
because it was very genuine.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have a lot of you.
Yeah, you're
So,
welcome.
yeah.
Well, I know that for the Eagles are playing the Chiefs, and the Eagles I know got Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
The Eagles got Kevin Hart,
Yeah.
and everybody knows that. The Chiefs got Taylor Swift,
right.
and who else?
That's a good head-to-head right there.
Yeah, Kevin Hart versus Taylor. Yeah,
In what
yeah, I don't know.
Just
Popularity.
influence.
influence?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to
I think
choose one.
she's got Kevin Hart beat.
I would say a little bit. Yeah,
Because it was the biggest thing to ever happen in comedy when he sold out the football stadium,
which one?
the Philadelphia Eagles stadium. He did a special there. Isn't that crazy?
Say
Yeah, but Taylor Swift does
a couple.
every night.
She'll do 4 nights there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what's weird about the selling tickets like that is somebody told me it was like Madison Square Garden. I'm not gonna name her, country artist. They're like, she's doing Madison Square Garden. I did not, and like the tickets were like $15.
Yeah.
And then like they comped a bunch of them, so she like sold out. And you're like, but you lost money.
Yeah.
But she's like, I did it. But then,
That's what I would have done too.
yeah. Sold it out.
I know they did BOGO
Yeah.
for my tickets. I go, man, packed house
Packed
tonight.
house,
Nobody
shoot it from the
paid
back.
anything, but yeah.
And then you got it like, hey, 3/4 full. You're like, well, the tickets are $275, and that guy's
Yeah.
making $2.5 million tonight. So it is all very like Taylor Swift. You're like, yeah, but I mean, secondary market tickets she doesn't get, but you're like, that's a significant amount of money going through there. I think I paid $2,500 a ticket. Yeah.
It's really good seats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was pretty good. It's a good time. Yeah, Lucy loves Taylor Swift, doesn't she?
She's all about it, man.
Yeah.
She's all about it.
Yeah. And
She was
now-
going to go see her in, I don't know, one of Sweden or something.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of those. But then she got pregnant.
Well, you were a part of that. What do you mean she
Oh,
did?
yeah.
You said that like it just happened. She came down with pregnancy.
She tripped and fell and came up pregnant.
Yep.
That's
Now,
crazy.
let me ask you this, and you shouldn't speak on her behalf, but does she care about Taylor Swift less now that she has a baby? Has her priorities changed? What does she care about less,
I mean,
besides comedy?
I think everything, like, not, like, compared to the baby, it's nothing.
That's the number one
But
thing.
compared to other stuff, like, the proportions haven't changed at all.
Is that the same with Maggie?
Yeah, I think so.
She cares about, that my sister is the same. She's
Everything's
like,
still
well,
the same.
I'm
It's
doing-
just the baby's so overwhelmingly like ahead of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you relate to this. I was trying to get the baby to fall asleep the other night, and she just wouldn't. And then she finally did, and I was so excited to like do dishes,
Yes.
to just have like 20 minutes to just like do the dishes.
We just talked about this with Trey Kennedy the other day. How
Oh,
like
yeah,
dads
yeah.
need like missions. Like I'm
Right.
gonna go do this.
Yeah.
And I'm alone doing this. And that's
I
great.
told him about your bit. I think I told you and Trey about his bit.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't do your joke.
Okay,
but
yeah.
He was just like, I want to go run an errand.
yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll run an errand for anyone in here.
Yeah. Does anyone need anything? I'll go get it.
I'll go get,
Yeah.
dude. You need like, I'll go to the DMV for you.
Yeah, whatever you need.
Yeah.
I'll go stand in line for Taylor Swift.
I
Say
did go to
so.
Target like 8 days in a row, and you start to recognize the employees.
Oh yeah, this guy's in deep.
They hit you with a welcome back. Good to see you again.
All right, well, when your special's coming out?
Yeah, when do you know when this is going to come out? We're going to bank this for a bit.
Next week, maybe?
Yeah,
Oh,
next week. Yeah,
Then this, it's out.
it's out. Let's go.
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, let's
It's
cut it
out.
up for that.
Special's
Yeah,
out.
we love that.
Special's out.
Thank you.
Special's out.
It's a half hour. It's
Yep.
an easy watch.
Oh yeah,
You know, put it on, tune out.
on
It's on Nate's YouTube.
on Nateland.
Nate Land YouTube.
Nice. That's the collab.
That's up there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and what are they?
I'm
what are
excited
they-
about it, man.
What % of when you go out to are Nateland fans?
80.
80. Yeah. And what are they?
20% got free tickets.
And they ask you a lot about.
No, I still get, I mean, without fail, once a weekend somebody will tell me, I saw you with John years ago. Yeah, there's still a lot of people that
That's
were
what makes me
introduced to me
happy.
through
Yeah.
you. Yeah, dude. So obviously,
Especially
grateful
then, what are you
for
doing
that.
for the rest of the year? Touring?
Tour, I'm all over, dude.
Oh yeah,
Getting sick of this kid.
yeah.
I gotta get.
Speaking of getting out of the house.
Gotta get out of the
Yeah,
house.
I've took, dude. We had the baby in September, and I really haven't gone on the road since then. So
Yeah,
it's been
yeah.
4 months of
Yeah.
just doing spots in town. I'm ready.
To get out.
Yeah, well, yeah, not to get out, but like, yeah, it's time to
get
it's time to
back
get
on the
back
road.
into it.
Yeah, yeah.
So the next
I feel
few
the same
months,
way.
I'm pretty busy.
I'm going out on the road for the first time this weekend.
Yeah,
Since
how's
I've
it
been
feel?
off since December.
How's it feel?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta. Yeah, I got to go back on the road, but like Lydia
Yeah,
knows
it's the
that I
best.
don't feel like that.
It's the best.
You got to put it on a little bit.
Yeah, they added a show, and
miss
I just
you.
gotta.
You're at Top Golf. I just miss.
Dude, and it is that I take comedy like the we talked about it last week on the pod, but everybody just invites you to like stuff,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
awesome stuff.
Yeah, it's the
like, dude, do
best.
you want to come to the rodeo? Do you want to come to the game? Do you want to come to the like? You could go to the UNC Greensboro versus the Citadel game, but if you had the the experience. They're like, well, you're going to sit on the bench.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. And then
shoot around with the team. Who
Yeah,
cares?
shoot around. And then locker room, like, we'll get you some shoes. And then I was like, I'm a UNC Greensboro fan.
Yeah, for
this is
life,
unbelievable.
dude.
That's your Notre Dame.
That's your Notre
That's right, yeah.
UNC Greensboro.
Yeah. They go, well, people don't understand on the road, because we're on the bus. They go,
Yeah.
hey, do you want to, if it starts, because, the DM, it starts with that, and then you got to click to open it. Like, hey, you're coming to Greensboro. I usually go, yeah. Yeah. What? Where? Yeah. Where we want to go? What's happening?
This weekend will be the I'm about to be gone for a week straight. That's gonna be
A long
test
time.
of that being away from the baby that long.
Oh yeah, and Lucy
Will be wow. I'm not missing milestones being gone from Lucy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
What was the special called?
Signature dish.
Nice.
That's the name of the
like
special.
that.
Tasty.
Signature dish. Yeah, we'll put
Picking a title is hard, dude.
the hardest thing.
For tours, I've never named a tour because I
Hardest thing in
feel
the business,
yeah,
dude.
It's
Hardest
so,
thing in the business.
Because as soon as you pick it, you're like, dude, you're just making fun of it, and your signature dish is a line from a joke.
Yeah.
And I had Adrian, who works with Nate Land. He watched the whole special and just picked out like phrases that he thought were.
Yeah.
And that was, I just go, just do that one.
That sounds fun.
And I'll
yeah.
just decide to, but it's fine.
Yeah, if I didn't know you, I would think signature dish was, that sounds like middle. It sounds Cracker Barrel middle class. Like it's not like you're like, all right, I think I get what this vibe is.
Okay. Yeah.
Like Bill Burr had was Paper Tiger. I was like, I don't know what that.
I don't think he said it once in the whole thing either. I don't
Yeah.
think.
No, but it's a metaphor, right?
Yeah.
An expression.
Like
for-
all the I don't know what it is. Yeah.
I think paper tiger means something that appears scary, but like a paper tiger, there's no real substance to it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Something that appears threatening.
What
but
about
is
the I guess I didn't have it. The Chris Rocket one was called something tambourine, didn't
Yeah.
it? Or was it just tambourine?
I think it was just tambourine.
Yeah.
I don't remember why it was called that.
Yeah, I think they mean nothing.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. They were like, I came up with 20 and sent them to my management, and they were like, whatever, dude. Like, we don't, it doesn't matter. Mine's called emotional support.
But you have jokes about emotional
Yeah,
support
but
animals.
you would be
and-
like, all right, if you didn't know anything about me, you're like, I think he's making fun of, that's a common term that everybody,
Yes.
I need emotional support, and he's kind of, all right, I got it. Yeah. Or like,
Jokes for humans.
yeah, okay, what's it about? I don't know. It's like there's a lot of
all this talk about AI and stuff, and I'm getting back to human beings.
That's it.
There it is. That's all it is. Yeah, that's
very
great.
much.
Yep,
Yeah,
got it.
you got it. You got it. All right, you want to hit some clips?
Let's do it. I
All right.
love it.
And this is, hey, listen, how do we set this up, Alex? We review, if we don't have a guest, we review clips. And so we got 4 here that I've chosen. There's a bank.
Okay.
We have a bank of how many? I got a bank of 1,000.
Dude, is your
Clips?
algorithm just
Yeah.
ruined because it's just
Yeah,
all
yeah,
just
yeah.
nonsense?
More honed in. It's
Yeah.
actually,
Okay.
you use it that much, you
Dialed in.
really get it dialed.
Okay.
Oh, before we get into the clips, I was going to mention I was on an airplane and I was looking over my shoulder. I was looking over someone else's shoulder at them, and they were scrolling. I was like, this is wild to see their algorithm.
To see what's getting served to them.
Yeah, and I was like, this is a new world. And I thought to myself, whose algorithm would you love to witness?
It is a glimpse into someone's mind.
Yes. I want to
ever-
see what's going on.
You ever click the magnifying glass on Instagram and it's just there, like your
Explore?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, mine is embarrassing.
Yeah, it's all kind of stuff on there.
Oh my god, my buddy
Magnifying
Zach and
glass.
I.
I didn't know what you were talking about, the magnifying glass.
Yeah, once a week, my buddy Zach and I will take a screenshot of what our Explore page looks like.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, we're just
dangerous.
more and more deranged every
Yeah,
week.
you're like, this is
I
concerning.
legit, I don't want to.
I don't know if I can show mine.
Yeah, let me just see. Mine's a lot of like
Mine
baseball
was at your
stuff too.
page. Okay, I got. Let me see if I can show mine. Nope. One of them is why is Train. You know Train the band.
Yeah.
2 of them are stand up. One is why church volunteers burn out. 2 of them are a comedy show. One's a pastor, and one is something else.
Yeah, mine's baseball, podcast clips, and women that look like my wife. That's what mine is.
That's good.
They
That's
know.
good. That's
yeah,
mine
they know
too.
what to serve me.
Yeah,
they know
yeah,
what they're
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Yeah. They're trying to get me. They're not gonna
But
get me.
if you were like, I bet I probably know what like. Trump's algorithm is? I bet I know what.
What do you think it is? What's on the Explore feed?
His Twitter feed is probably crazy, dude.
Oh, his For You.
Yeah.
It's probably the stuff about the Capitol.
It's probably all golf.
Merch, his merch. Yeah.
Hype videos of him made by other people.
Yeah. You're like, what?
He just binges his own like hype video.
It's just that one photo after he gets shot, just over and over again. The whole thing. He just scrolls through.
Yeah.
Like, what's Patrick Mahomes what's his feed? You know what I'm saying? I want. It should be like a cameo. Can we pay to watch? Can we pay to watch?
Give me 30 seconds in your Explore feed.
Just see
real quick
what you scrolling past.
How much would you pay to watch the Super Bowl uncensored, everybody fully mic'd up?
Can we still bet?
Wait, what do you mean? I just want to hear what they're saying to each other.
I'd pay $500 to watch
Yeah,
that.
I mean, it'd be incredible.
But it'd have to be all the mics have to be in the grass. So if they know they're saying wild stuff, but they're mic'd. They know they're mic'd. They're like, hey, the guy puts the mic.
They
on
have to be
them.
unknowingly mic'd.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would stop people.
Or put it in their pads or something. So here's your pads, and it's in
So
there.
they're unknowingly mic'd.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be incredible, dude.
That's what because when there are guys mic'd up, like Chipper Jones is out there, be like, all right, or like not Chipper, he's retired for forever, but they're doing.
That's a pull right there, man.
Jones.
Yeah, nice.
Y'all know
trying to
when
think-
Paul O'Neill's out there on the field and he's doing an interview?
Wild. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Mary Barry Bonds. Or like
Kenny Lofton when he's out there doing it?
They're like teeing it up.
Right.
Yeah. When
Chuck
they're-
Knobloch.
Yeah. When they're.
Guys will get to first base, and the
He
first
got the
baseman will be like, yo, I'm mic'd, just so you know.
Yeah. He got the.
Just
yeah.
to be like, hey.
And then he chats with them.
Yeah.
The
'Cause
last
he's
couple
mic'd.
years, they legitimately, just put it like during the game.
Oh, like the right fielder.
Oh, they interview with the guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shortstop, I mean, yeah.
I was like, we need to be involved, but not this involved.
Yeah.
It's
I'd
just
rather
baseball.
them, when it's your team, you're like, hey, dude, focus on the game.
Especially if it's like they go to the NASCAR drivers, but during cautions. When it's caution, they go.
do they
yeah,
Not when they're driving.
No,
That would
not
be
when they're
insane.
driving. But they go to the coaches during the timeouts, and he's like, yeah. I think halftime football is fine.
Yeah.
Before they go into the locker room.
They do it at the end of the quarters now, too.
At football?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In college, they do
I
it
think
sometimes.
the NBA, it's so they're like, dude, the coach is like, I'm not even here, dude. These guys are making $15 million. They're not listening to anything I say. Anyway.
Yeah, they're on
Worry,
cruise
y'all.
control.
Yeah.
This week's episode brought to you by Miracle Made. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that your temperature at night can have one of the greatest impacts on your sleep quality? If you sleep too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Inspired by NASA, Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics, makes temperature-regulating bedding so that you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. Did you know that traditional bed sheets can harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat? It can lead to acne, allergies, and stuffy nose. It's just gross. Miracle Made offers a whole line of self-cleaning, eco-friendly bed sheets such as pillowcases, comforters that prevents 99% of bacteria. I'm going to say this right now. I got a 3-story house. I don't mean to flex, but doing pretty well. And I had a buddy spend the night at my house last night. I'm watching TV on the second floor. He's on the first floor. My bedroom's on the third floor. He comes up and he goes, dude, what's the temperature in here? And I go, what do you mean? It controls up here. And he goes, dude, and I'm up on the top. Miracle Made it. Never even worried about it.
You're not noticing anything.
I never even thought about it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's not what they're standing by on this product, but he's like, dude, I can't.
But you're like, I'm chilling. What do you mean?
You got to adjust this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been down there. I don't know what.
Yeah, my sheets take care of me. I don't need
Yeah.
to think about that type of stuff.
I'm hooked up,
Yeah.
dude. I should get some Miracle Made sheets on the guest bed.
You should.
That'd probably solve it.
That would be nice of
Miracle
you.
Made self-cleaning properties for better quality sleep. Silver-infused fabrics inspired by now. It's the self-cleaning. Sheets are infused with silver that prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth. Comfort and quality designed for your skin. Go to trymiracle.com/netpositive and try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40% and use promo code netpositive at checkout for three free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle Made, so confident in their product, and I'm confident in it too. It's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you aren't 100% satisfied, get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep, listeners, with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/netpositive and use the code netpositive to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40%. Again, that's trymiracle.com/netpositive patreon.com/netpositive or hit the link in the episode description below. This week's episode also brought to you by one of my everybody's favorite sponsor, really, Gooder. Listen, and this is not in the copy, but the sun's coming out, Alex.
It's coming.
The sun is coming out. It's February.
I feel it.
It's coming sooner for others, but the sun's on its way. The sun is on its way, and you got to be goodered up, baby. Gooder makes $25 active sunglasses that don't slip, don't bounce, and are 100% polarized, lightweight, comfortable. Like I said, 100% polarized, stylish. Look at Alex, dude. Hundreds of colors. You want to be like him? I mean, who says no?
Check it.
If you're an active or running, they don't slip or bounce. Easy to clean, stylish, starting at only $25 a pair. Do you know what? I'm gonna buy some more. I'm going to write this down. I'm going to buy some more Gooders.
You should.
Yeah. I like those Gooders. I got 3 pairs up, but I need to be, I'm not just going to tell the listeners. I'm going to do it myself.
Yeah. Practice what you preach.
100% polarized. Some start at only $25. I love the names. Ginger Soul, $9 pour over. Donkey Goggles. Oh, great for running, cycling, working out. I'm telling you, if you're starting to get in that bikini body, you need to start protecting your eyes because the sun's coming. No, I'm saying you're prepared for the summer. For sure. Spring break. As usual.
Was that the delivery notification? You just got the new Gooders just hit?
Dude, they're on the way.
There they are.
Yeah, if you want to support the show and pick up a pair of Gooders, giving Net Positive listeners free shipping on your first order, you can go to gooder.com/netpositive and use the code netpositive to get free shipping. Gooder offers 30-day money-back guarantee and 100% satisfaction. Listen, if you see me at the golf course, you see me at the pool, you see me outside, best believe you're not going to find me not protected.
Never catch you lacking.
No, you see these?
Yeah,
Style.
that's how
see
you
what's
know.
going to be on me come March? I'm going to be, you know what? I think I'm going to drop this. This is a piece of information.
Yeah.
I got the invite to Augusta National.
Hey, come on, man.
Shout out.
Come on.
And I say that only, and this is not, and Gooder did not pay for this.
Right.
I'll be wearing Gooder. Wow. I'm going to
At Augusta?
I'm going to give him that.
A Gooder?
I'm going to be wearing a pair of Gooder. Terrible. I'm going to be wearing a pair of Gooders.
Nice.
At Augusta National.
Yeah.
And there's nobody else going to be out there.
You won't be the first one. I'm
And I
sure
can't-
people
you
have worn Gooder there before.
You think
They're
so?
they're just that good.
They're just that good. They are, this is not a municipal golf course.
No.
Well, it could be actually.
Well.
Go find a pair at gooder.com/netpositive, GOODR.com/netpositive. Use the code netpositive to get free shipping or hit the link in the episode description below. All right, well, you hit 3 of these. Let's hit.
Take your pick.
Let's hit the third one first.
Okay. Easton, good on volume? Here we go.
I'm already in.
So the Bible say no weapon formed against you shall prosper, right? But I ain't gonna cap. Some of the weapons that formed against me this year felt like they was doing pretty well for themselves. I trust God, but I don't know.
Some of the weapons.
Weapons had a good year.
Yeah.
Some of those weapons.
Weapons had a good year. No weapon formed against you. I'd say DraftKings is probably. DraftKings has prospered off me.
Yeah, they're doing great.
McDonald's. The McDonald's weapon is prospered against
Yeah,
me.
Satan is busy.
Yeah, Satan's busy. Yeah.
He gets some wins.
Yeah.
He put some W's up there.
Now I think he's talk about in the end, like, but he's gonna have some good years. Yeah.
In the macro,
Yeah.
no weapons will prosper. In
Exactly.
the micro, though.
Yeah. Tonight, they might get out of here with a
Couple
W.
battles, not the war.
Yeah, there you go.
Some of these weapons, have
There's
been
something about just cutting a video off mid-sentence at the end like that makes it funny. The way it just
Yeah.
ended in the
Let's watch it again. A lot of guys do it. That's a key edit.
yeah.
So the Bible say no weapon formed against you shall prosper, right? But I ain't gonna cap. Some of the weapons that formed against me this year felt like they was doing pretty well for themselves. I trust God, but I don't know.
Yeah, he cut that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's so
what?
much funner.
Or so he was in his cap cut, and he goes, I think
The rest of that we can get.
the first is I need 3.5 minutes for a reel.
Okay, so the implication being he's going to rant about this for 4 or 5 more minutes. You know?
Click back for part 2. Okay, we got it. Yeah, that's stellar. Let's go to the first one.
What Bible verse is that? Do you know that off the top of
No
your head?
weapons formed against me shall prosper. I'm going to go Ephesians. I'm going to guess the book of Ephesians. Can you look that up?
Matthew 16:18.
You go to Matthew. Is it?
Matthew 16:18.
If I get this wrong, it's Catholic versus evangelical.
Matthew 16:18 is the only.
Isaiah.
Matthew 16:18 is the only verse I know.
Oh yeah.
Because it's the one where Jesus establishes the Catholic Church.
Oh yeah. They made you learn that.
And you're like, that's the one I got to commit
he
to.
said, "You are the rock. Upon this rock I will build my church." He's talking to Peter. Matthew 16:18.
But
that's
our church is that too.
Yeah, he was talking about First Baptist Mount Juliet. That's what he was talking about.
Oh, let's stay on the Bible theme then.
Okay.
Let's stay on the Bible theme. Go to the last one.
Abraham.
Yeah.
What is a Bible hill you will stand on? I'll go first. Isaac should have whooped Abraham's ass. I don't care. Okay? I don't care that you had a change of heart. Had it been me and we got to the top of that mountain and I realized it was a scheme set up by Todd, Abraham, I would have whooped your ass. I am a baby Christian, but I do know that Father Abraham had many sons. Do you hear me? And many sons had Father Abraham. The thing is, you should have picked another one. I was the wrong son.
She's incredible.
Stellar.
Dude.
Very good.
I want to hear
Very
her
good.
go through the whole Bible.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an audiobook I'd subscribe to.
Pick a Bible hill. Pick a Bible hill you would die on. That's stellar. Yeah. If he said, "Hey, God told me I was supposed to kill you," but then he said it's cool. Yeah. All right. It's camping trip's done.
Hey, come here. Can I show you something behind this bush real quick? Come here.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait. What?
Also, wasn't Abraham like 450 years old at that point?
He's pretty old.
Yeah, he could get it.
Yeah.
He could catch these hands, man.
Yeah, and it's also his son.
Old man, come here.
You go back to the many sons, and he goes, "Wait, how did Dad tie you up?"
They never let him hear the end of it.
Wait.
They're like, "Dad tied you up."
They go, "All right, it was this thing. God told him I was supposed to be sacrificed." They go, "Yeah, we get all that, but Dad was 450, bro.
450.
How did he tie you up? How did you let him tie you up?"
I learned that song from your tour, John. I had never
yeah.
heard that before. Father Abraham.
Yeah.
And then Michael would do it in Spanish.
Yeah, Papi Abraham. Yeah. That's what it
Is it
was.
Poppy Abraham?
Zesty.
We used to do the thing. We try to figure out how many Christians or what kind of Christians are in here. So I'd play like 3 seconds of a song and then stop it, and then would see who would sing along.
I would know none of those, but I could stump you on a lot of Catholic hymns for sure.
We got rereading that in the same book though, right? Same Bible,
Different version, but yeah.
What's yours?
NIV.
That's what we have.
I think we have a bunch of extra books that you didn't like all the reading.
Oh yeah. I have to make those jokes
Like,
at our show about the Catholics. They go,
Yeah.
You switch from Catholic to non-denominational. I go, well, either way, you don't have to read the Bible or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's
it's
fine.
a classic.
That's fine.
Yeah, because y'all don't read it, or the guy reads it to you.
We have it read to us,
yeah,
But
there's no homework at y'all's.
No, people do.
See, that's nice.
There is no home. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's insane. Homework? What
Well,
do you
y'all
mean?
don't go home with an assignment. You just like, we'll see you next week.
Well, we have a directive for our lives, but there's no paperwork. You know what I mean?
We got Matt Fradd here. He'll lay.
Yeah.
He'll weigh in on this.
Yeah, we gotta go. Sometimes we got extracurriculars when we leave. We gotta do some follow up.
Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. We got Bible study on Tuesday. I got to do. I'm going to Bible study tonight. I got to do a homework for it.
What are you talking about?
I got to read, dude. I got to read. Please, evangelical
think
Christians,
So
help
what
me
are
out
you
here.
talking about?
I think they were like, "Here's the thing we're doing. Come prepared to discuss it."
Yeah, we do book club. We do
You
Christian
think-
book club. That's what we do.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
that.
You think you're going to have a hot take on the Bible that hasn't been had before? I think about that a
While
lot.
reading it.
Yeah, you think
I have-
you're
yeah.
gonna have some breakthrough that no scholars ever.
Such a defeatist way to look at it.
Yeah, and just go, hey, John Crist has been reading. He's been reading Solomon. Or I don't even know. It's First Kings.
Yeah.
And I think he cracked the code here. I think John Crist figured it out. The Vatican's been stumped for millennia. I'm just kidding. I know. I obviously.
It's a funny. It's a
That's
funny
a good premise,
concept.
though. Yeah, I like
for
that.
like a pastor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be
you're
like-
the one. You're the guy who's going to figure this
Yeah.
out.
Well, I used to think about that when I was a philosophy major in college, and I'd have to write these papers about, Aristotle. And you're
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm not going to have a unique thought about Aristotle.
Somebody covered it.
He's the smartest guy ever.
Yeah.
The other smartest people have already talked about it. And you think Aaron Weber's coming in?
Here's what he meant.
Yeah, hung over from the night before going, guys, I think I figured it out. Aristotle actually was talking about the world. Like, I have nothing.
That's wait. So all the Bible it's been the same for 2,000 years, or it's been it's available. Any interpretation of it, if you think you have a new different one, that's narcissism.
I don't know.
That's
Odds are
I don't
you
want to
don't.
say it. I'm joking
That's
around.
hilarious.
Yeah,
That's really good.
I never thought of. I have a section in my show about some of the stories that I go. It seems, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's of course.
Yeah,
it's all fun.
You know, like the classic Bible jokes, like, "What about Jesus' brother? He couldn't do anything," or like saying, "Like, all right, he did." Yeah,
we don't believe he had a brother. That's a fun difference.
Oh, you don't?
No, we believe Jesus was an only child. Virgin Mary, they're big on that.
Oh yeah, but after that, she never. Oh, I didn't know that.
Who do you believe are his brothers?
I don't know.
James and John, right?
Oh yeah, his brothers.
Yeah.
They were like half brothers or something.
Well, I think Catholics think brother.
Like, you're my brother.
Yeah, in the
Like
same
it-
way that you say,
yeah.
"What's up, brother?"
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Well, I say that to a black
Yeah.
guy. So, is that what you mean?
Yeah, like that.
Just like that. Just like the
What's
Soho
up, brother?
House. Yeah.
What's up, brother?
That's okay.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Well, I don't see. You know, I don't. I've got we've done like a bunch of Bible characters.
Yeah.
And a bunch of like, I wonder what, like, Paul when he was, or I've done all 1,000 jokes about these type, and I don't make any jokes about Jesus or Mary.
Uh-huh.
And I don't dress up as them either.
Yeah.
I've never, and I always, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And I don't,
Crucifixion be like?
no, I don't like
Crazy video.
I don't like that.
Just John, like I would call John. Go, "Hey, I think you jumped the shark, brother."
Yeah, you'd be like, hey, like they're like, a lot of times there'll be like Bible characters with iPhones, or like if Bible characters were alive now, or I think I did if Bible characters got an Uber.
Yeah.
I never, because all those other people were just humans in history, a part of. But I just don't want to get to the other side of like, what about this real? Like,
I remember when you and I went to this little museum where it was all like dioramas.
Look up
of
John Crist Wax Museum.
Bible
Yeah.
scenes.
Me and you went in there.
And the people in there were so nice, and they were
Yeah.
excited we were there. And you
they
you
knew
did
us.
like videos kind of talking about all of them. But I remember
First
you were
one,
like,
the first
I'm
one.
not going to do one about the scourging at the pillars, obviously.
Yeah. Me and Aaron. This was me and Aaron, right?
Yeah, this was
We don't have to watch it.
you remember we went to the
let's watch it a
we
little
went
bit.
to the Shawshank prison right
Yeah, we did
right
that.
after
Yeah.
this.
Oh, cool.
Same day.
Way more fun than this.
I will say,
no offense to the
gosh,
Bible.
look at me. I will say that my access has improved. I can go to cooler things now than this.
This is the charm of it, is that it
look
was,
at this, dude.
Wait, what is this?
It's a wax museum.
Oh, a Bible wax museum.
Yeah, we were. Is it audio or no?
If you want to
You don't want to play it? Yeah.
And believe
Mary coming out with that clean pedicure. We see you. Mary, I guess.
That's not. No, that was Mary Magdalene.
Easier right there. I think I've look at those sandals. Definitely seen those at Urban Outfitters though. Yo, look at these outfits right here. These are. I don't know if I'm in a scene from the Bible or a Lauren David. Let's stop this. Let's stop.
I didn't mean it. There's no cuts either. You're actually flipping the camera.
I hate this.
This feels like it's from a different world.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Definitely a different time in our lives.
That's Jonah and the
2019.
Whale. Yeah,
But
yeah.
what I do remember is the people from that place were so sweet,
Very kind.
very excited that 2 young guys were there, and
We were there. Yeah.
good memories.
Yeah, I think I have something in the show. Well, the crucifixion be like, and Alex, you're gonna think this is funny.
Okay.
Aaron Weber has called me on less than one hand the times that this man has called me, and I also had a joke in 2020 that I thought was gonna be hilarious, and it was in a group text, me, him, and Dustin Nickerson, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna do protesters be like. And he calls me.
This is the Capitol building's on fire.
Yeah.
And he goes, dude, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah. It's a good friend. That's a good friend right there.
If we were like,
You're like, oh, I was kidding.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
thank
might have
God.
been. I don't know
I
if
go,
I
I
was
thought
kidding.
you were. I just needed to make sure.
Yeah.
he goes, I'll be like, oh. That's like a BLM protest or something.
Do you remember? Do you remember any of it? How far did you get?
Oh, writing it?
No, it was a joke. He was never going to do this.
No, I might have.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
It would be funny now, but it would
at the
not-
time, it was.
It wasn't the time.
It was,
yeah.
It was like, I'm
crazy
proud to
time.
be out here, but I'm wearing a mask so nobody knows who I am. Or like, so I can rob this Foot Locker. And they were like, no,
That's crazy,
dude.
dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't make it. Off one example, I'm glad you didn't make that video. Oh, boy.
That's crazy.
I didn't do it.
Aaron, thank you for your service there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
Thanks
still
for
have a
that.
podcast.
I'm looking out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm looking out.
Because for this day, because of that. Let's do the first one. Okay.
My favorite hobby is watching my black friends wish someone happy birthday on social media because they never just say happy birthday for the most part. They always, I think it's too white to just say happy birthday, so they're always like happy cake and candles day or happy born day to my guy. It's just, I saw one guy say happy C day. Where's the C? What's the C for? I don't know, but this will probably backfire me posting it.
Speaking of where to cut clips off.
Yeah. He's like,
Go to those. Can you go to the comments?
Sure.
That's hilarious. Yeah. He was doing that live. Yeah. Happy glow day. Happy glow day, brother. Don't worry about the C day wish. That's too coded. I don't know what that means either.
I don't know either.
Well, if you're a Crip, you're
Happy
not going to
C
say
day?
Happy B Day.
You think that's what
Because
it is?
B's are Bloods. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has gang affiliated friends. He doesn't even know. That's great.
Oh, so
that's a
good for him.
That's great.
good.
Yeah. A diverse friend group. That's awesome.
This is probably gonna backfire.
That's really funny.
Happy C day. What's the C?
To be 25 seconds into a take and be like, this is actually a bad idea. I should back out of this.
Dude, you should look up. I don't know. Have you seen? So Brian Bates had a video go viral on TikTok recently.
Oh.
It's a bit of his
We're gonna watch
about
it.
when he was an Uber driver and how black women talk about him while he's
You want me to
Uber
look it
driving
up
for
here,
him.
or you want to look it up?
And but he starts off with pull it up and just look at the comments are so funny, dude. It's on TikTok.
You have TikTok on the
Brian Bates
computer or
comic
no?
on TikTok.
Oh yeah. There it is. Is that it?
Guys,
That might not be
say
it.
Uber.
You
I would even drive for Uber before shows.
No. The first line of it is "I'm racist."
I'm gonna find it. Yeah, I might have it here.
I think it's the first one. It's pinned at the time.
Oh yeah.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
I don't want to be racist.
It's got a good
hard though
hook.
because
It's hard. I don't want to be racist.
I am a little racist. I admit. Because I used to drive for Uber, and that'll make you racist. I'll tell you that. Black women, y'all are the worst.
It's all black women in there. Yes. Yeah.
Black women will talk about you on the phone to their friends while you're driving them. This fool drives like he's scared. This car smells like hot dogs.
Well, look at these comments are so fun. So that was at a show.
And I'll be like, is there a problem back here? Was I talking to you, one star? Like, no, ma'am, you are.
Yeah, so that was recorded at a show called Hot Fudge Sundays that Belly Button hosts. So it's it's an urban audience. The comments are so funny, dude. Like they're
Risky,
like,
but well
I had something typed out and I had to delete it because it starts off with him saying I'm racist, but then obviously the twist is
What are you talking to? One star.
I was scared for you at first. Deletes paragraph. so and then I know he used direct quotes.
That's hilarious. Was I
that
talking
bit.
to you? One star.
Yeah.
I told him to post that.
Oh really?
There's a couple he's done from there, and he's like, whoever represents him was like, don't post it. I go, this is comedy.
Yeah.
This is all it is. Actually, it's nothing. They were like, if we get some pushback from this, I go, there's no. Unfortunately, in this career, there's no pushback. It doesn't exist. That's what the job is.
That's a fun example because you're like, in the video, it's a room full of black people having the time of their life.
Yeah. Dying.
Yeah.
And they see this guy come out.
The whitest representative of the whites
All
ever.
time.
Yeah.
And they're like, and you could tell, I think I did a joke last night that it was, I used something wrong. and it was like you shouldn't have said that. And then it was about where do we there was a shooting in Antioch.
Yes.
Last week.
Yep.
And I was ragging on people of Antioch, and everybody was like kind of, and the people. No, but I didn't know. But no, this goes back to
you did.
And the people that were in the green room after the show, they were like, we were like, whoa, but we could tell you didn't know.
Yeah.
Meaning, like we knew you didn't. You wouldn't have thought that and then went after them.
Yes.
Like he has no ill intent. He has no racist intent.
Yeah.
That's why it's on display. So
Yes.
it's like, that's a risky bit. We're like, well, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's risky if it bombs, but not.
It's risky if you're not funny.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's risky when you're going to a room full of black people,
Right.
but you can tell that he has no intent.
Exactly.
That's what you're like, well, he
Exactly.
didn't know. Like, when we would get in trouble all the time on the road, they were like, I made fun of hitting, you were driving, want to hit that guy on the bike.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, I can't believe you did that joke in Grand Rapids. Last week, we had a guy got hit. So, okay, well, what you're saying I am doing
Is it insane?
is
You think I researched all the unfortunate deaths in your town
and
wrote an hour act about it?
about that. What you're convicting me of doing is actually is way worse.
Yeah. Also, you think I'm a way better comic than I am.
Yeah.
You think I'm writing all these jokes? I had a joke that I did on your tour about murals.
Oh yeah,
And murals. And I
still
said, there's a
think
lot of
about that.
murals next to my house. And I go, like, it's not really a good sign for the neighborhood. There's a lot of murals. Like, seeing a mural in your neighborhood's like smelling a match in your friend's bathroom. You're like, this is nice, but something horrible happened here. I did that joke on your tour, and then I remember somebody sent me a DM and was like, that was so inappropriate.
Dude.
And then John said, I'll be upset if you stop telling it.
That is
That's
so
what the
good.
thing
So
is.
I
Yeah.
did that
Yeah.
the rest of the tour for sure.
Yeah.
Imagine. Dude, nice.
But like, what is your opposition to that joke? Truth. It must be.
Yeah.
Something happened horrible in their
Clearly
neighborhood.
people know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, you won't. Otherwise, you don't email. That's how that works.
Exactly.
Yeah. So there's 30 minutes of those kind of jokes on your special.
Very edgy, very political.
That's what you know.
No,
for.
it's exact- I mostly talk about Tums.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Well, there you go, bro. Yeah. Well, go see him on the road. He's on the road all summer and all fall.
all over, man.
And
yeah,
catch a special on YouTube, dude. Thanks for coming by.
dude, y'all rule. Thank you, John.
You're the man, brother.
You're the man.
I mean, yeah, sure. On the net, it was a positive. It was a positive. You cannot be serious. On the net, it's a positive.